Welcome back. Johnny Daily Fit here with another weekly update on our 17-week weight loss journey. Yes, we have wrapped up week 10 and not a lot's changed, but we're still going to go over it. We're going to weigh ourselves. We're going to do our measurements like we always do. We're going to plug in the data into our body fat calculator using the Navy method, and we're going to go into that in just a minute. But the US Navy method, we'll talk a little bit about that, any changes from last week. We're going to go over diet, weight training, and our cardio or step count each day to help us get to our goal weight. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. So yes, we are on the end of week 10, starting in to week 11. It is July 15th. And guys, it is a different style. I am recording on my webcam on my phone, on my computer, because my phone is honestly being weird. I recorded this video, I edited the video, I did everything I needed to do on my phone, and for some reason, it's saying I can't render it, that I don't have enough space. So I deleted iMovie, and I thought about recording it on my GoPro Hero 7, but it's simple enough to do on the computer this week. Next week, we'll do it a little differently, so just bear with me. Now, we aren't going to be doing a physique check because honestly, nothing has actually changed. Here is my weigh-in. I'll show you a clip. All right, so with that said, we are at 186.3 pounds. Not only did we not lose 2 pounds, but we gained 2 pounds. So let's go ahead and dive into the computer and we'll take a look at exactly what the heck happened. All right. And for some of you who don't know, I do wear glasses. I do need glasses to see. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the body fat calculator is what we're using on calculators.net, body fat calculator here. A couple things have changed. I am now 35 years old. My birthday was on July 3rd, and I failed to mention that last week. Using the body fat calculator, my age has changed. I'm now 35 years old. I gained another point in age, and my weight went up to 186.3. Now we're still at body fat percentage of 20% according to the US Navy method, which is calculating your age, your weight, your height, the inches around your neck, and the inches around your waist. We are currently at 36 inches, so 12, 24, 36. That's 3 feet exactly. And for some of you who have been following the journey or maybe even new to the journey, remember we started this weight loss journey at 202 pounds on May 6th, 2026, but 31% body fat. And we are currently down 11% in body fat and currently down 16 pounds. 16 pounds. Now, what happened? We were doing really well. We were 202, 197, 196, 193, 189, 189.5, 190, 187, 186. Then it went down to 184 and bounced back up to 186. So my body does not want to go below 186. It was even struggling to stay below 189, even popped up to 190. So we did have a little bit of stagnant weight loss over the last few weeks, but a few things to consider when doing your own weight loss journey. Not every week you're going to lose the 2 pound goal or the 1 pound goal or whatever it is. It's going to fluctuate. Not only am I weighing myself daily, but doing it weekly and on a monthly basis, you're going to see that the weight will actually start to fall off when you look at it in a larger time period, right? Not just a week, but like over a month or over even a couple of months. So looking back at week 10, 34 years old, 184, the same measurement, still at 20%. So even though I gained back those 2 pounds, It's the same waist size, and we're still at the same body fat percentage, which is pretty incredible, to be honest. So, our goal, as you can see, here's our weight, body fat, and muscle mass all in one graph. I have one strictly for weight, and as you can see here, we went up to 186. So, we may have to increase our time. There's supposed to be a 17-week challenge, which means that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 on the 26th. That would end on September 2nd. So maybe we hit our goal, maybe we don't, but our goal is 166 pounds or around 13% body fat. So we have a ways to go on our 17-week challenge. Muscle mass is going up, body fat percentage and weight is going down. Now, this is with a calorie budget of around 1,700 to 1,800 calories. I do want you guys to understand, I do have an 1,800 calorie per day goal right here. So that is something to be aware of. It says 17, but I'm getting closer to 1,800. Now, this is going to help with my 2-pound weight loss per week. Now, with that said, let me talk to you guys a little bit on the full screen here. What am I doing? And what did I do wrong maybe this week? Well, didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but what could I do better? Well, that kind of goes hand in hand, right? When you begin losing weight and getting back into the gym, remember, I wasn't in the gym for quite some time, anywhere between, I'd say like a good year. I wasn't in the gym. I did have a hernia surgery in January 2025. So that was literally 15 months ago. So for almost a whole year, I didn't even work out because I wanted to make sure that my hernia healed. And I did some light workouts here and there. I'd kind of pick up working out. I'd work out for like a week or two, and then I'd stop, and then I'd, take some time off, and then I'd try to get back into it. It wasn't ever really steady working out, never really a steady weight loss or workout program. So over the last, now 10 weeks, we've been doing a good job by making sure that we're getting our steps in every day, making sure that we're eating a healthy diet, and making sure that we're following a weightlifting program. Now, I'm not doing a physique check, but we are seeing definitely some progress in our physique in general. And, muscle is going onto my body now. Now we are 10 weeks in, which is 2.5 months. So we are seeing some muscle growth. Now remember, muscle does weigh more than fat. So if I'm losing 2 pounds a week on a consistent basis, but now if you put in, maybe a 1 to 2 pound muscle gained per month, technically I could be starting to flatline. So instead of my weight going down, on a more average basis, now we're starting to get kind of a plateau effect where we're losing body fat, but we're also gaining muscle. And now that the muscle is starting to build, we're actually weighing kind of a little bit more than where we would have if we would have just stayed on a diet, maybe did a lot more cardio, we would have lost more muscle, and then you end up getting like this weird skinny look, like a long distance runner. And that's not what I'm going for, right? So there is something called shoot. It's like a body transformation. Um, I'm drawing a blank now on the word, but there's a specific word for what I'm doing, right? I'm losing weight, I'm gaining muscle, and recomposition. My body's recompositioning back to where it used to be before, or even better than what I was before. So gaining muscle, looking better, getting a slimmer waist, those are all great signs and indicators that the program is still working. Just because the weight isn't dropping on the scale doesn't mean that the process isn't working in a longer, bigger, grand scheme of things. I could be getting more back muscle, more chest muscle, more arm muscle, shoulder muscle, leg muscle, even glutes muscles, right, on your glutes, while also slimming down my waist and losing fat in certain areas. I have actually been told by a couple of people that I actually look like I'm in my 20s. One guy, I had my hat on, and they're saying that I actually look like I was like 19 years old, 19 or 20 years old, which is just crazy because that's awesome, right? I mean, especially when I shave, I'm a little bit more clean cut. It's great to hear that from people, right? It knows that you're doing something. It makes you feel good. And with that said, okay, that is kind of what's going on this week. I do believe I'm putting on more muscle. even though I am still losing weight. So next week, hopefully we see another drop on the scale. That would be fantastic. So we'll see what happens. Now, step count. We're getting 10 to 12,000 steps. I really wish I would put this here maybe in a better format. We started with only 5,000 steps at one point. And I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. That way we could switch it up a little bit. But we started with like around 5,000 steps, maybe even around 2,000 steps when we first started. Then we amped it up to 5,000. Then we went up to 8,000, then 10,000. And now we're on track. 10,000. Let's see, this is steps. Okay. It's not going to be perfect, but this is basically like week 1 and 2, week 3, 4, week 5, 6, week 7, 8. Now we're hitting 12,000 steps now on week 9 and 10. We might want to increase that now to 15, maybe do an increment of 14,000 and then maybe even 16,000 steps, right? Now that is a lot of steps, but there is a point to all of this later on. But right now, we're right around here, week 1 through 2, week 2 through 2 and 3, week 4 and 5, week 6 and 7. I should have did this before I did the video, but that's okay. Week 7 and 8. Roughly is what we're doing. Week 8 or week, oh wait, 6, 7, week, there we go, 8, 9, that's why I was confused, week 10, 11, and so on and so forth. So right now we're right around 12 to 15,000 steps, in that range right there. Week 12, 13, week, and maybe that's where I cap it out, because 20,000 steps is a lot, guys. Not gonna lie, 20,000 steps is like 5 miles a day. That is quite a lot of steps, which means that I have to go to 22,000 steps on week 16 and 17. But hey, we're willing to do it to get there. Now, with that said, that's our step count. Food intake is still the same. It's been 1,800 calories the whole way, and then our workout split. Let's do a workout split maybe here. So Monday is push, a push day. Tuesday is pull. Wednesday is legs, and then we rest. And then we do, so nothing here on our rest day, which is Thursday. And then Friday, Friday is another push. Saturday is a pull. And Sunday is another leg day. Now that rest day is very important, especially when you're first starting out. I don't recommend that you guys do this, okay? I do not recommend that you guys push yourself this hard when doing this, because you want your body to recover, right? Before, I wasn't even working out. I was basically just doing walking, right? And then I slowly started to encourage weightlifting. So I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday push, Wednesday pull, Friday legs. I give my body time to basically recover. But I noticed this last week, or maybe 2 weeks, I did switch it up a little bit. Actually, this week, I'm getting my weeks confused. We're on week 10 recording this video. So now on week 10, we are switching to this platform to where we're doing, instead of 3 workouts a week, we're going to be doing 6 workouts a week. That means we're going to be training our muscles twice a week, which is pretty common for most people. Now, a lot of times they'll do a variation, like they'll do chest, they'll do back and biceps, chest, triceps, shoulders, legs. So that's 4 days, right? And then they'll rest, and then they'll do it again. But what I've noticed is I like to push pull legs, because I can literally get everything I need in my push day. I can get my chest exercise, my shoulder exercise, my tricep exercise. That's 3 different exercises on that day. Pull, is going to be back exercise, biceps exercise, and my technically maybe some lats, right? My lat pull downs, right? So that's my pull day. So you're still getting your back, bis, upper back, lower back, all that, biceps. Um, and of course your shoulder shrugs because you're pulling up on the shrugs. So that's like another part of your shoulders. And then on leg day, we're doing front quads and we're doing back hamstrings and calves. Now I haven't really started incorporating ab workouts. Maybe I should start doing that, but I know that with a lot of these compound movements, you're going to be using your ab muscles to basically stabilize yourself with a lot of these compound movements. And I guarantee you, you do some squats or deadlifts, stuff like that, you're going to feel it in your abs the next day. So I still want to incorporate abs in some point of the workout. Obviously, that is a big goal of mine to get back my six pack. Now, nutrition, we're already at what, 16 minutes? Holy moly. Nutrition, same thing, 1,800 calories, nothing crazy. We're doing chicken and rice, chicken and veggies, chicken and, um, you know, I did barbecue chicken sandwiches the other day with some zero sugar barbecue sauce. Delicious, guys, delicious. And recently, I have been switching up my lunches. So, like, usually I won't necessarily eat a breakfast. You guys know that. I don't eat breakfast. So I eat 2 meals a day and like a snack to get my 1,800 calories, which is pretty easy for me, right? If it's 1,800 calories and there's 2 meals, I'm doing like 900 to 900 calories per each meal. If I'm doing a snack in there, I'm doing 600 calories per each meal with the snack. So um, I lately been doing a egg frittata, which is delicious, guys. We're doing 2 whole eggs, a half a cup of egg whites, so it's actually 4 eggs, and or not a half a cup, a quarter cup of egg whites, 2 whole eggs. That's 4 technically eggs, and then I'm doing like zucchini and squash, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, and broccoli, all within this veggie mix. Throw on some shredded cheese, and I bake that in the oven to get me a nice egg frittata. You could do egg frittata muffins. You could do, they're basically like egg white bites. If you ever had egg white bites at like Starbucks or Trader Joe's, that's basically exactly what it is. But those have been a game changer. Very, very delicious. It fills you up, and there's almost no fat. I mean, you can even get a fat-free cheese to where you're not really experiencing, a lot of fat, and there's hardly any carbs. There's carbs from the vegetable, but that's really it. Cut out breads, cut out pastas, although I did have some meatballs with mozzarella cheese in the middle and spaghetti last night. So, every once in a while I have me a nice little cheat meal, especially when I start craving something. Cut out pizza, even though we have had some healthier pizzas like mushroom and truffle and margarita pizzas. But this week was really good. We did some protein shakes with 50 grams in each one, and really just focusing on diet and nutrition, right? Making sure we fuel ourselves and then we feel really good. Taking my multivitamin, taking a vitamin D, taking my fish oil, and of course my thyroid medicine. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it wasn't too long. It's just a little quick update. I can't wait to update you guys again on the next video. I'm sorry this one came out a little bit late this week. I did have some complications, like I said, with my phone, recording, editing, and then I just didn't want to have to record it again, man. It's a struggle. The iMovie just did not, it kept saying I didn't have storage. I even tried downloading it and then putting it on Google Drive and taking it from Google Drive to download it back on. And by then the video was upside down. And then we had this like upside down video and half of the video wasn't upside down. It was a mess, guys. iMovie really screwed me this last week on this weekly update. So anyways, I appreciate you guys' time. If you guys want to use this tracker, make it available to you, this spreadsheet, definitely let me know, and I will put the link in a comment so you guys can use this spreadsheet to your own, benefit. And other than that, we'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you guys are doing on your weight loss journey, what you're having troubles with, and if there's anything that I can help you with, let me know in the description or in the comments or whatever, and I will reach out to you. We also have an Instagram. Follow our Instagram. The link should be in the description. So thank you guys and have a great day.